Alright, I made it to the Seoraksan National Park, which is the sole reason why I came to Sokcho, because it's nearby. And I set my alarm for like 8 o'clock, and I must have turned it off, and I woke up at 11, so quite late. The mountains here honestly look amazing. I'll do some hiking and see if I can find some nice places. I'm going towards this rock formation apparently. This is the story of an oak tree that threw a pine out. Interesting story. I'm actually pleasantly surprised at this hike so far. I mean, it's a lot of climbing, but I was expecting that, of course, because I want to go to the top, or at least a high point. But I was a bit afraid I would be too late. But in fact, the hike is pretty okay so far. And it's mostly in the shade. We changed to different stairs. They're less steep, a little bit less tiring, but not much. Okay, I keep saying that this hike is not that difficult because the paths are great, but yeah, there are stairs here, but they're never ending. I feel like I've been climbing stairs, all different kinds of stairs, for like maybe 2 hours now. But you do pass a lot of beautiful scenery. But I'm at the point where I just want to be at the top now. It better be worth it. I'm sure it's worth it. And that wasn't even the top. It literally never ends. It never ends. It's even worse when you can see how many stairs there are still left. Because then I just got confirmed in my suspicion that they're endless. Now, the stairs are endless, but this view, that's definitely worth it. It's so beautiful. Alright, so now, after seeing that beautiful view, I have to go back those endless stairs. At least going down should be way easier than going up. It was definitely worth the climb. So, the nice part about going back the way that I came is you get to pass all these people that are completely exhausted, like I was when I was at this point. Like, everyone is asking like, how long is left? The stairs are endless. I had to tell them like, okay, yeah, at this point I also thought they were endless and they will continue for a while, but I promise it's worth the view because it is worth the view. It kind of feels good to know I'm not the only one who really struggled with this. Like, endless stairs get hard after a while. But yeah, like I said, definitely worth the view. So I'm finally back down. And that there, well, you can't see really behind the trees, but there in the back is where I just came down from. The next viewing point, all the way up there, I can cheat because there's a cable car. I don't even think you can hike to there, it's really far away. But even if you could, there is no way I'm able to hike up a mountain again today. So I'm glad that there's a cable car. Here it's still a little climb, but it's just a little one. Wow. This place is also definitely worth going up to. If you don't have the energy to hike to that other place, then at least take the cable car to here. Wow, with a view of Sokcho as well. You can see Sokcho there in the back. And I think I will explore that tonight. These are the last stairs that I will take down today. did some research as to where I wanted to eat. And then I found out that there is this village nearby, which is a North Korean village called Abai Village. And the history is actually very interesting. The village is actually located on an island. Nowadays there is a bridge to it. However, I'm going to try to take the boat to it, the original boat. It's also still possible to do that apparently. In the 1950s, when the Korean War was still being fought, the North Koreans had taken over most of the territory of the south. That period was when people from the North Korean port city called Hamhung temporarily fled as a refugee to here, to Sokcho. They thought they were going to be back in 10 days. They just built like some temporary houses for just 3 days that they had to survive. And they kept hoping, because they were so close to the border with North Korea, that they would come back. I believe this is the bridge that's been built now to the village. Almost 75 years later, it's essentially a village full of displaced North Koreans. And because they're kind of forced to stay in the south, they have their community here. They have their own specific food. So this was the only way that the North Koreans could go to their village until the car bridge was built. I was expecting a motor, not someone doing it by hand. Maybe that's the North Korean way. That also explains why it goes so slowly. So now I arrived at Abai Village. I'm excited to try the food, the North Korean food. Actually, you can see like the houses. I mean, they're built very differently, because they initially started as like really temporary houses, and then slowly but surely they obviously realized that it was gonna take some time before they can go back to their home. It's honestly quite a sad story with like displaced people. I try and find a restaurant that serves that special dish from Hamhung, North Korea, with the squid, the special feast dish. I read online that it's quite heavy. I just hiked this mountain. I'm pretty hungry. Slight problem, everything is in Korean. I don't know what the dish looks like. Okay, so I looked it up, and the sundae is actually a blood sausage, which is the typical dish. It is also true that squid is the main thing that they ate in Hamhung. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the blood sausage or the squid. I wasn't expecting it to be good, but it actually is really good. So this is the squid, because I asked to have both, but then it would be too much. But they gave me some squid for free to try. Some of the special squid dish. That was honestly great. I had like both something with squid, because they gave it to me, and I had the sundae, which looked like it wasn't gonna be nice, but it was really tasty. I've had North Korean food once before when I was in Russia, in Vladivostok, which is actually near the border with North Korea as well, but then on the north side. There was a North Korean restaurant in Vladivostok, so I went there and they had North Korean food, but just general food, and not specifically from a region. Like here, of course, because this is the Hamhung people, that's why they have these specialties here, so I was very happy to try it. I still hope to go to visit North Korea one day, and then I'll try all the local specialties from every place. Until that happens, this was great, honestly, this North Korean village. I'm very happy that I didn't miss this, including the boat ride too here, the hand-powered boat ride. It is definitely extremely filling, the sundae. I actually needed the calories, I guess, today. I recommend coming here if you're visiting Sokcho. Tomorrow I'm leaving early in the morning. Sokcho really positively surprised me, where Seoul was more like just a really big Asian city. I mean, obviously it was nice, but like didn't necessarily positively surprise me. I'm very happy with Sokcho. Having a North Korean village inside of your city gets you a lot of bonus points from me, but even without that, it's pretty great here. It's the next day actually. Once I arrived at the hotel, I was too done with the day. So I guess I'm missing the evening at Sokcho. I'm now going to the bus terminal to catch the bus, 5-hour bus to Pohang and then Gyeongju. I guess it's by Sokcho for now. So after that 6-hour bus, it was not 5 hours, it was 6 hours. I arrived in this really nice Hanok village. Alright, so finally I arrived in Gyeongju. I should get a sexy cookie for dessert maybe. It's some kind of tomb. I have to come back tomorrow to figure out what it is. Found the people.
It's hot.
It's like sweet, but then with cheese. I don't really understand the combination. Do I look good? Looks like it's going the right direction, so looks like it's gonna be good. I don't know what this thing in my hair is, but oh, I thought I was gonna have that in my hair forever. This is a terrible shot, man. So it looks like it was a success.
Yeah,
We don't look ridiculous.
I mean, as you said, it could totally go wrong.
Yeah, it could have gone wrong, but it didn't. It's nice. I'm happy with this. This is apparently a tomb. It's a nice park.
Yeah.
So according to the sign, that's the husband being buried in the tomb. And then there is the wife next in the other hill. So there are two hills, husband and wife, or husband and wife, I'm not sure. This is honestly quite bizarre. Starbucks.
이야, 체리들이. 나이스 미치요.
Ended up in a cherry pit throwing competition. We have to put them in our mouth and then hold it in and then shoot. I don't get it, but we'll see.
PT 보여드릴게요. 자, 여러분 체리 다단계 함께 하고 있습니다. Success. One success. Okay.
It's my last evening here in Gyeongju. I haven't filmed so much here, especially not talking, because I was hanging out with this German guy. He was also the guy filming me getting my hair cut, so thanks for that. Now I just booked a ticket to Busan for tomorrow on the train, even though it's more convenient to go on the bus, but I just want to be able to say that I was on the train to Busan because of the famous movie Train to Busan. I assume there will be no zombies involved tomorrow. Hi. They were very intrigued by my camera. So now I'm just enjoying the last night in Gyeongju.
한번 여유 있는 모습으로 드셨습니다. 양이 많아요. 잘 들으셔야 됩니다.
I have no clue
바로
what
그냥
this
딱
is,
드시는 게
what they're
아니라
doing.
음악이 나올 거예요.
I'm on my way to the bus to get to the train station to Busan, to the train to Busan. This is actually the first day in like more than a week in Korea where it's raining. So I've been quite lucky. I'm just honestly quite happy that the rainy day is not a day that I'm doing a hike. It's a day that I'm traveling. It's all fine. I'm excited to go on the train to Busan. So at least I'm at the station. The weather is getting quite bad. So let's quickly go in. The station is huge though. It's quite out of the city. I guess that's why it's so huge. Looks nice, but I'm just happy to go inside. Let's find the boarding gate. There it is at 2:07. The train to Busan. The only reason that I came all the way here instead of just taking a normal bus straight from the city center. A rainy evening in Busan. Honestly, so far in Busan it kind of looks like this everywhere, but I kind of love it. The city is so alive at all times, and there's so many like signs and shops and restaurants. It's kind of insane how quickly in Busan you can go from like overcrowded streets to like barely anyone here. It feels like this is the holiday of cable cars. They're everywhere here. Or I just happened to come across them, because this is not even a popular one apparently. I guess I should try it, although it looks a bit closed. That would also explain why no one is here, because I just bought a ticket. Now I'm up here. I think I understand why no one is here. The view was really nice actually from the cable car, but at one point we got into the clouds. This whole place is in the clouds essentially, so you can't see anything. So now I'm just walking here. I don't know to where. No one to ask. Just walking in a Korean cloud. That's what I'm doing today. I'm actually pretty happy to be here because it's nice and cold. It's completely silent. The irony here is that in the Seoraksan Park, with the endless steps, there was still a lot of people. At least some people. And now in Busan, bustling Busan, full of people, even now, this is like completely dead. Not a single person. I still feel my legs from that hike in Seoraksan. On the sign it said observatory. The observatory probably will only observe the clouds. This is the viewpoint. So as you can see over there in the west, we have some Korean cloud. And then if we go a bit more towards that side, we have another part of Korean cloud. And actually, I'm currently in a Korean cloud. We even have a telescope to observe the cloud. So I will do that. Yeah, it's quite cloudy. So that was an experience. So I was there completely alone. It was a bit like a horror movie vibe with that bird. I think I caught it on camera. And I was there alone in this like cloud. And then this guy showed up, this old Korean guy. And he goes and sits on the rock. And he plays this Phantom of the Opera song on his speakers. And he's just chilling there. This is quite a bizarre situation. Yeah, you do you, man. Now I'm just gonna check out the beaches, because I haven't been to the beaches yet. Maybe fly my drone there if possible. Found the beach. It's so warm. They spray you with water here. It is a bit weird though. Yes. I just got an ice cream from the convenience store. And it was just like in a wrapper like any other ice cream. And then it comes in like a plastic thing. When I opened it, and I had to go back to the guy working at the store and ask him how it works. But I guess you're supposed to lick the plastic. I don't get it. I probably look like an idiot to anyone who understands how this works. I honestly don't get it. I'm on my way to the Hyundai beach, and I just flew my drone at the other beach, and I was like making this really nice shot, only like 700 meters away from the beach where I was standing. And then suddenly the drone lost signal. When it loses signal, it's set up to go back to the point where it left. Somehow, miraculously, it did show up a few minutes later, and then I didn't dare to go back to the bridge to finish the shot. But I'm glad that I have my drone back. And then I'm now walking the bridge to the part of Busan where there's allegedly a beautiful beach. The city is impressive, honestly. Like, it's at the sea, these huge buildings, and then you have the part where I'm staying, which is like more narrow streets with so many shops and restaurants and like so lively. Let's check out the beach. The previous one where I was at, there weren't really people swimming or anything. This is like a proper beach and it's big. Wow. When the weather is not that good. This is the tsunami evacuation information sign, but it's only in Korean, except for the fact that it's a tsunami education sign. That it does say in English. But if you actually are wondering what to do in case of a tsunami, I guess you have to know Korean. These sand sculptures are seriously impressive. I arrived at yet another beach, this time with the train. Well, lots of people surfing, pretty nice. So this is Songyong Beach, the surfers' beach. I figured out why there's not that many people. It's because the main metro line, so the line number 2 here, it doesn't go here. Seems like someone parked their boat somehow. So the sun is starting to set here. So the first beach I was at today was more like a beach where the locals go, not to really be on the beach, but to be near the beach and have something to drink with the view of the beach. Then the second beach is really a beach where people are having fun. That's where the sculptures were, that's where all the tourists are. People can swim there, and this seems to be really like the surfing beach. Way more chill. So I can't believe that I'm in Busan right now. It's such a contrast to the bustling city life. These are the capsules. They look very cute, but they were sold out, so I couldn't try it. So I'm just gonna tell myself that it's nice to look at than to look from within. That view of Busan at sunset is pretty amazing. I'm just not sure if you can see it because it's quite far. And luckily it doesn't rain today, like the first day I arrived here in Busan. It was just raining all day. I mean, I've been really lucky with the weather anyways. Any other day has been full of sun. But like, this place, I think it's definitely way better in the sun. What a lovely day. I mean, I walked so much, but at least it wasn't endless steps. So it was fine. I mean, I usually don't like to go to the very touristy places, and this is definitely one of the very touristy places. But I didn't have a problem with it here. It's not so crowded that you can't walk or anything. And now with the sunset, the city, wow. This is what I mean, like 1 second you're at the beach, 2 seconds later you're in this really bustling place full of cafes and food and clubs and bars, and I think prostitution fronts as well, even though it's illegal. But this was actually not my idea. It looks like it was my idea. This is quite comfortable. I don't think this is gonna make it in. This is too ridiculous.